I came across a post that said ghosts at night can only tell directions based on the tips of two shoes. If the shoes point in opposite directions, the ghost would lose its sense of direction. I laughed it off as superstition and started a live stream to debunk it. While my roommates were out, I deliberately flipped the direction of all their shoes. That night, I saw my 3 roommates spinning in circles on the floor. The poster's name was Isabel the Taoist. She explained that ghosts have poor eyesight at night and rely on the orientation of shoe tips to navigate. If one shoe points forward and the other backward, they get disoriented. Reading that, I couldn't help but comment, "That's ridiculous. Feudal superstition." Just because she calls herself a Taoist doesn't mean she really is one, right? But as soon as I posted, Isabel replied, "Jennifer Delaney, extreme yin constitution, born during yin hours on the lunar calendar. There's a ghost in your dorm." That's when I realized I had posted under my real name, fully exposing my identity. But what was she talking about? A ghost in my dorm? Impossible. Besides me, there were only my 3 roommates, Emily Carter, Anna Megan, and Kristen Cindy. We've lived together for so long, I'd know if one of them wasn't human. "Stop talking nonsense. There's no way there's a ghost in my dorm," I posted. Instantly, I got flooded with over 99 replies. "You don't know anything. Everything Master Isabel says is true. How dare you question Master Isabel? She's a direct disciple of the Maoshan sect and a genius ghost hunter. Ignore Isabel at your own peril." Out of curiosity, I clicked into Isabel's profile. She really did seem like a ghost hunter, but I'd been scammed by so-called Taoists before, so I wasn't buying it. I figured she was just annoyed that I called her out and was now trying to scare me in retaliation. But the internet didn't see it that way. They blindly sided with Isabel, accusing me of looking for trouble and demanding I apologize. Furious, I started a live stream to debunk her and even pinned the link in the comments. Live debunking, tune in now. I wanted everyone to see for themselves whether my roommates were humans or ghosts. I was determined to expose this fraud. As soon as I went live, a crowd gathered, some for entertainment. Others were Isabel's haters. "You're awesome, streamer. Love a good debunk, so thrilling." I always thought Isabel was full of crap. Bet all those comments are paid shills. A little girl calling herself a ghost hunting prodigy? Streamer, expose her hard. Ha, just hope you're not the one getting exposed in the end. Their comments pumped me up even more. I quickly got out of bed to flip my roommate's shoes. It was already nighttime, perfect timing. Emily was asleep in bed, Anna was showering, and Kristen had gone to the store. Their slippers were left out in the open, making it easy for me to get to work. Time to find out whether that post was true or not. I tiptoed over, phone in hand, reaching for Emily's slippers, the closest pair. They were bright red woolen slippers, styled like embroidered high heels, complete with stitched patterns. Aside from being fuzzy, they looked just like traditional red embroidered shoes. The first time I saw them, I was creeped out and asked my roommates, "Don't you find these unsettling?" But all 3 said it was just personal taste. Over time, I got used to them too. Some viewers, however, were freaked out. Damn, who wears fuzzy slippers that look like embroidered shoes in the middle of summer? This roommate's sus. Scary as hell. What kind of weird design is that? Looks straight out of the underworld. Trying not to wake Emily, I slowly typed, "Babies, I'm starting now." The chat was flooded with support. Holding my breath, I flipped one of the slippers around. The moment I did, a chill ran down my spine, as if a pair of cold eyes were fixed on me. As I slowly raised my phone, a large head suddenly appeared in front of me. It was Emily. Her eyes were shut, her face pale with a bluish tinge, and her long black hair hung down, clinging to her face, adding to the eeriness. The strands occasionally brushed against my neck, making my skin crawl. She smiled eerily and whispered, "Jennifer, what are you doing?" I nearly dropped my phone in fright, while viewers erupted in panic. Ah, that head popping up scared the hell out of me. Red flag. I didn't see anything. Freedom, democracy, harmony. Live streams should stay grounded, not underground. Then a blood-red comment appeared on screen. Face dark, lips pale, more breath out than in. Surrounded by deathly aura. Though there's still some life force, she's already a living corpse. Isabel the Taoist. Isabel? That was quick. She must have panicked when she saw me debunking her. Ah, it's Master Isabel. She's here live. What? Have you seen her dead? First, Isabel said there was a ghost in the dorm. Now she's calling this roommate a living corpse. Could it be? Emily's the ghost? Very likely. Look at her face and lips. Streamer, run. I patted Emily's shoulder. Nothing. Just looking for something. Go back to sleep. Comforted, Emily pulled her head back under the blanket, her breathing soon steady again. Seeing Isabel's message, I couldn't help but chuckle. Living corpse? She's sleepwalking. She does this all the time. And she dares call herself a Maoshan disciple? Sounds more like a scam ring. Sleepwalking, phew. Ha! Total fraud. Sleepwalking mistaken for being undead. Ridiculous. Exactly. Her head was tilted back. Of course, her face looked dark and lips pale. Isabel then sent another blood-red message. Is your roommate extremely sensitive to cold? Wears winter clothes and thick blankets even in summer? My heart skipped a beat. She was spot on. Emily was always cold, bundled up even during summer heat waves, always in red. One night, I even saw her crawling towards me with a creepy grin. When I asked her why, she said she was cold and wanted to borrow my blanket. But it was 34 degrees Celsius that night, and she already had one. If she hadn't gotten sick afterward, I might have thought she was messing with me. You're right. Fear of cold is a trait of the undead. She wears thick clothes to preserve body temperature, Isabel explained. The chat exploded again. Ah, Emily's definitely undead. Some people just have poor circulation. That's not proof. But being that cold in summer, that's not normal. I was starting to waver, but still not fully convinced. Emily's always been frail. It's normal for her to dress warmly. Then I remembered Aina and Kristen's shoes hadn't been flipped yet. Without arguing further, I went to turn theirs around too. Once done, I climbed back into bed, planning to observe from above. Babies, live streaming from the best vantage point. Then Isabel sent another message. The ceiling is shrouded in dark yin energy. Death aura is thick. This is a ghost, nurturing room. Tonight is an extreme yin day. The yin energy at its peak. If nothing stops it, the ghost will fully manifest tonight and devour you. Give me your address. I'll come help. I didn't reply. Instead, I sneered to myself. Now she's claiming it's a ghost nurturing room. She'll say anything to stop me from debunking her. Seeing I wasn't responding, Isabel sent another comment. 138 XXXX. This is my contact. Memorize it. Call me if anything happens. I glanced at it and took a screenshot, just in case. Meanwhile, the chat was buzzing over Isabel's ghost nurturing claim. Ghost? Nurturing room? Could there really be a ghost? Emily's the ghost, right? Isabel already called her a living corpse. Come on. It's just a dorm. Sure, dorms might attract yin energy, but no one's actually seen a ghost. Isabel's just trying to scare the streamer into stopping manipulative witch. First undead, now ghost, nurturing. She's just grasping at straws. Streamer, I support you see this debunk through. I smiled. Don't worry, babies, I won't be shaken. Just then, Emily stirred in the next bed and got up. She didn't seem to notice the flipped shoes and slipped right into them. Then she turned on her small reddish desk lamp, sat motionless at her desk, and began studying. She didn't notice the shoes were flipped. Could she really be a ghost? Don't they say ghosts have poor eyesight at night? What are you thinking? It's normal to be a little dazed right after waking up and not notice such things. If she were really a ghost, how could she walk straight to the desk so easily? Meanwhile, Anna came out of the bathroom and naturally slipped her feet into the mismatched slippers. As she walked in, she stumbled slightly. These shoes feel a bit weird today. I almost tripped several times. Hearing that, my heart jumped into my throat. It was one thing for Emily not to notice she had just woken up. But Anna walked all the way here and didn't notice either. The viewers started speculating. She didn't even realize the shoes were wrong? Maybe she's actually the ghost. Makes sense. Ghosts have poor eyesight. The fact that she stumbled shows she's disoriented. She's definitely a ghost. Add Isabel, Master Isabel, come deal with her. Strangely, Isabel, who had been so active earlier, suddenly stopped responding, but the viewers kept the discussion alive. She just got out of the shower. Maybe the steam fogged up her glasses. It's normal not to see clearly. Exactly. Plus, after a hot shower, you can get lightheaded and wobbly. Hearing this, I remembered Aina was severely nearsighted. Except when she slept, she always wore glasses. Plus, because of her bad vision, she often had poor spatial awareness. That thought reassured me a bit. Damn that scammer Isabel, making me so paranoid with her nonsense. Seeing the chat still arguing, I quickly typed to clarify for Anna. You're mistaken. Anna's not a ghost. She's just extremely nearsighted and didn't notice the shoes. She stumbled because she has poor sense of direction. My explanation calmed most viewers, though some still suspected Anna. I'm nearsighted too, but I can still tell if I'm wearing my shoes wrong. This has nothing to do with direction. How do you bump into things in a dorm room this small? That's suspicious. As the debate continued, Kristen returned, carrying a large bag of snacks. She paused at the door, glanced at the shoes, and made no move to enter. Confused, I watched her put the big bag of snacks on the floor and call out, I bought a ton of snacks. Come grab some, you guys. The viewers found this odd. Why isn't she coming in? Why make them go to the door for snacks? She's avoiding the room so she won't expose herself after noticing the flipped shoes. You're overthinking it. The bag's heavy, so she's just having them come get it. She's already sharing her snacks. What more do you want? Emily and Anna swayed over toward the door. Seeing my favorite chips about to be taken, I quickly moved to get my share. Just then, more comments popped up. Streamer, you better not go. What if there's really a ghost down there? Yeah. Didn't Isabel say the ghost would fully form and eat someone tonight? If Emily or Anna is a ghost, you're walking right into danger. My heart sank, and I pulled my foot back. Good point. I should verify whether there's actually a ghost first. While no one was paying attention, I grabbed the remote and turned off the lights. Once it's dark, we'll know who's human and who's not. Instantly, screams erupted from under the bed. It's so dark. Where's my bed? That's my head. Stop pulling, it hurts. I forgot that suddenly switching off the lights would confuse even humans. Figuring they were just scared, I quickly turned on my flashlight to help. But I saw the three of them flailing around like headless chickens, colliding and pulling at each other, completely disoriented. Even with the flashlight, they still couldn't find their beds. Looking at their mismatched shoes and recalling Isabel's words, cold sweat broke out all over me. No, it can't be. There's not just one ghost, there are 3. Does that mean I'm the only human here? The viewers exploded. Holy crap, 3 ghosts! What luck, streamer, you bumped into 3 ghosts at once. Even Monk Tang would run for his life. I suspected there were ghosts, but I didn't expect you'd be the only human left. Where's Isabel? Get over here and handle this. There are so many ghosts. At Isabel. Aren't you guys overthinking it? The 3rd girl isn't even wearing shoes. How could she be a ghost? Maybe they're just scared and haven't recovered from the sudden darkness. Then why are they spinning in circles? Maybe they dropped something and are searching for it. Can you, Isabel fans, stop fear-mongering? Their logic eased my nerves a little. True, Kristen wasn't even wearing shoes. How could she be a ghost? But still, all 3 searching for something at the same time felt too coincidental. Just then, another comment popped up, making my hair stand on end. Why would they search in total darkness? And haven't you noticed they don't have shadows? I quickly glanced down, and what I saw gave me goosebumps. In the large dorm room, only my shadow was visible. My 3 roommates had none. The chat instantly fell silent. After a long pause, a few scattered comments floated up. Ah, they really have no shadows. Ghosts. Oh my god, I peed my pants. The light source is a flashlight. Not a lamp, it might not cast full shadows. Plus, maybe their shadows are blocked by yours. Ever heard of perspective? Bunch of amateurs. I think the streamer just got the angle wrong and blocked their shadows. Streamer, why don't you go check again? More and more viewers urged me to verify. Though terrified, I decided to take another look. I carefully adjusted the phone's angle and direction. This time, my roommate's shadows appeared. I let out a breath of relief. Phew, must have just been the lighting and perspective. But the next second, my heart jumped into my throat as the camera captured something horrifying. Kristen was holding a round object and shoving it into her eye. What the hell? What is she putting in her eye? It's an eyeball. There's blood on it. Meanwhile, Emily and Anna finally stood up after crawling on the ground for ages. Emily hugged a round ball, grinning. Found it. Found it. She giggled while pressing the ball onto her head. Oh my god, her head fell off and she's reattaching it. First one putting in an eye. Now another reattaching a head. This is nightmare fuel. Then there was Anna, holding a long object, trying to attach it to her arm. Why won't it fit? Oh, it's reversed, she muttered, detaching her other arm and swapping them before reattaching both. The viewers were losing their minds. 3 consecutive jump scares, I can't take it. Ghosts, ghosts, Buddha, Allah, Jesus, God, Bodhisattva, save us. Poor streamer, run, run? I wanted to, but there were 3 ghosts. If I ran, they might rip me apart on the spot. Internally panicking, but trying to stay calm on the outside, I knew I couldn't panic in a situation like this. I quickly pulled up Isabel's contact and bombarded her with over 99 texts. Isabel didn't respond. My heart sank. Seriously? She disappeared at the worst time? Just then, the 3 of them seemed to notice my movements. They peeked their heads over, grinning eerily. Jennifer, what are you doing? Jennifer, do you want some chips? We've got extras. I was just about to turn off my phone and sleep. No need for chips. You guys go ahead and have them. My hand clenched tightly around my phone, my voice trembling. After scanning the room and seeing nothing amiss, they finally drew the bed curtain closed. Hey, good night then. The moment they left, I resumed bombarding Isabel with messages. Why wasn't she replying? Isabel, check your messages. Just when I thought I was doomed, Isabel requested to join the stream. I immediately accepted. She quickly appeared on camera. Wah, you're finally here, Master Isabel. Help me. Isabel explained she'd been researching, which was why she was offline for a while. I recounted everything, and a kind viewer even uploaded the stream recording. After watching my roommates spinning in circles, Isabel's face grew serious. Spirit loop! You're the only living person there. The other 3 are ghosts. 1 good ghost, 1 servant ghost, and 1 deadly vengeful ghost. Looks like things are even more complicated than I thought. Seriously? Not only are my roommates ghosts, they're deadly ones too. The chat was filled with messages telling me to run, but Isabel shook her head. You can't run now. They've already targeted you. We need to find another chance. The other 2 ghosts are manageable. The servant ghost listens to the vengeful one, and the good ghost may help you. The real problem is the vengeful ghost that wants your life. You must stay away from it and get out of there tonight, or you'll surely die. Jennifer, send me your exact address. I'll come save you. Careful not to alert the others. I typed out my address and sent it over. Isabel nodded and gave me some final instructions. All right, stall for now. And whatever you do, don't turn off the stream, just keep it running. Also, if the ghost attacks before I get there, you can defend yourself using blood from your fingertips or tongue tip. Both are extremely yang energies. After giving her instructions, Isabel's screen went black again. Panic surged inside me. My top priority now was to keep the 3 ghosts calm and try to find the good one who might help me. That was my only chance to escape. But who was good and who was bad? I asked the viewers for help analyzing the situation. Many urged me to find Kristen. Streamer, go to Kristen. She must be the good one. Yeah, all she did was find her eye. The others were looking for heads and arms. Kristen seems the most normal. She's probably the good ghost. Be careful of Emily, streamer. She's definitely the vengeful one. That look she gives you is terrifying. Among the 3, Emily's behavior had indeed been the most bizarre. She even crawled onto my bed in the middle of the night before, supposedly to borrow my blanket. But thinking back, she wasn't borrowing anything, she was coming for my life. Still, I wasn't about to trust Kristen so easily. Who said she was definitely safe? What if Kristen was the servant ghost or even the vengeful ghost? I couldn't take that risk. I decided to stay put, lying under my blanket, clutching my phone tightly, controlling my breath and pretending to sleep. After reinstalling their fallen body parts, the 3 of them wandered around for a while before finding their beds. Ah, so here's my bed. Jennifer's asleep? Then I'll go to bed too. Eventually, all movement stopped. The dorm was quiet again, save for the rhythmic breathing and the pounding of my own heart. Just as I let out a sigh of relief, I suddenly felt a warm, damp breath on the back of my neck, as if someone was exhaling behind me. I hurriedly typed into the livestream chat. Guys, I'm freaking out. Feels like someone's behind me. The viewers instantly responded. Be more confident. Take out feels like entirely. What if it's not a feeling, but reality? Ah, begging for a pair of eyes that hasn't seen this. Streamer, look behind you. Overwhelmed with fear, cold sweat broke out all over me. My breath grew shallow as I stiffly turned my head. And there it was, eye contact. I locked eyes with Emily's pitch-black stare. She was lying beside me, hair disheveled, grinning eerily. I quickly turned back, pretending to play with my phone, though cold sweat soaked my back and my hands trembled uncontrollably. When had Emily crawled up behind me without me noticing? Emily, it's Emily! What do I do? Help, at Isabel. Panicking, I frantically called for help in the stream, but Isabel was still offline. The viewers, too, were losing it. Poor streamer. If someone popped up behind me like that, I'd faint right there. What are you waiting for? Emily's the vengeful ghost. She's here for your life. Spit some tongue, tip blood, and run. Easier said than done. There are 3 ghosts in that room. Even if you run, where would you go? So what? Let the streamer get eaten. Honestly, the viewers kind of had a point. Just as I was about to bite my tongue and spit blood, Emily whispered softly into my ear, "Be careful of Kristen." Then she slowly got up, took my blanket, and returned to her bed. Before I could react, she shoved her red comforter over to me. I didn't dare refuse and reluctantly accepted it. Before leaving, Emily plucked a few strands of my hair. I had no idea what she was up to, but the viewers immediately exploded. Pulling hair? Swapping blankets? This is a ritual. I heard that if a ghost swaps hair and personal items with a living person, it binds them together. Emily's trying to lock you in so you can't escape when she fully transforms into a ghost. Blankets count as personal items too? Of course they do. I heard rustling noises from Emily's side as she chanted some strange incantations I couldn't understand. My heart pounded and my breathing grew heavier. No way Emily was performing a ritual. I frantically tagged Isabel in the stream, but she was still gone, unresponsive no matter how much I called. My mind went blank. What do I do? Who else can I turn to? Was I really going to die here? Then a comment snapped me out of it. "Streamer, go find Kristen. She's the only good ghost." Right, Kristen. Maybe she could help me escape. But other viewers weren't convinced. That's too risky. How can you be sure Kristen's safe? What if she's not? Yeah, 2 of the 3 ghosts are bad. Better to stay put and wait for Isabel than gamble like that. But sitting here means waiting to die. Going out might be the only shot. Though risky, there really seemed to be no better option. After thinking it through, I decided to approach Kristen. Just as I was about to get up, I saw a pair of eyes staring straight at me from below. Suddenly, a face pressed up against my bed curtain, pushing it inward so hard it almost tore. Her facial features were outlined clearly. I dug my nails into my flesh, forcing myself not to scream. "Jennifer, are you asleep?" It was Anna. Out of the frying pan, into the fire Emily had barely left, and now Anna showed up. My poor heart couldn't take much more. The viewers went wild. Ah, that face came out of nowhere. I'm scared, out of my mind. Damn, first Emily, now Anna. Are they working together? One's the vengeful ghost, and one's the servant ghost, clearly. If that's true, Kristen must be the good ghost. The viewers became even more convinced Kristen was my only hope, flooding the chat telling me to find her. I was shaking all over, barely daring to breathe. Anna, seeing I didn't respond, suddenly pulled back the curtain to peer at me. Quick as lightning, I shoved my phone under the blanket and pretended to sleep. Her warm breath hit my face, making me panic even more. She kept making wet smacking noises, and occasionally sticky drops landed on my face, giving me goosebumps. Was she planning to eat me alive? I deliberately faked a few snores to pretend I was asleep. After staring at me for a while longer, Anna finally let the curtain fall and left, muttering to herself, "Sigh, too bad. Not Jennifer. Smells so good, though." I was trembling like a leaf under the blanket. Only after Anna's footsteps completely faded did I dare pull out my phone again. Phew, she's finally gone. Guys, I nearly had a heart attack. The viewers were also terrified. Holy crap, this is scarier than a haunted house. I was never this scared even when I visited one. If this keeps up, I'll end up in the ICU from sheer terror. Wait, what did Anna mean by not Jennifer? Isn't the streamer Jennifer? I was confused too. I'm the only Jennifer here. If I'm not Jennifer, then who is? But right now, contacting Kristen was more urgent. Isabel was offline. and Emily and Anna were acting weirder and weirder. If this kept up, I wouldn't make it through the night. Desperate, I decided to take a chance and text Kristen instead. Just as I was about to text, Kristen messaged me first. "Jennifer, you might not believe what I'm about to say, but you must listen. This house is a ghost-breeding house. You're the only living person here. The three of us are all ghosts. Emily is the vengeful ghost. Anna is the servant ghost. And I'm the only good ghost who won't hurt you." Kristen knew everything? Was she really the good ghost trying to help me? Seeing I didn't reply, Kristen messaged again gently. "Jennifer, are you okay? I know this is hard to accept, but we're out of time. The extreme yin day is almost here. If you're still here when that happens, Emily will fully transform and kill you." My heart trembled. Kristen's words matched what Isabel had said. I started to let my guard down and consulted the viewers. They also thought Kristen was trustworthy. So I relaxed and replied, "What should I do?" Kristen instantly responded, "Jennifer, I can cloak your living energy with ghost energy to help you escape, but you'll need to hold your breath the entire time. Can you do it?" Of course. Holding my breath was nothing compared to my life. "All right, I'm coming to get you now." As soon as she finished, there was movement from Kristen's bed. I was about to get up when Emily got out of bed first. She forcefully pinned me down with the blanket, trapping me so I couldn't move, leaving only my two hands hanging out. As the bed curtain lifted slightly, I caught a glimpse of her smug smile. My heart pounded. What did Emily mean by this? Did she want to take my place? The next second, Emily confirmed my suspicion. Her lips moved. "I'm going to replace you." My blood froze instantly, and chills shot down my spine. I quickly grabbed my phone and desperately messaged Kristen, but her phone was off. Calls wouldn't go through, and texts got no reply. All I could do was watch helplessly as Emily and Kristen left together. It was over. Emily was going to harm Kristen. If the good ghost was killed, my own death wouldn't be far behind. The viewers were also panicking. "It's over. Kristen picked the wrong person. She's taking the vengeful ghost instead of the streamer. Kristen's doomed." Pick up your phone. Check your messages, Kristen. Why shut off your phone at a time like this? Now, I see why Emily swapped blankets earlier. It was to gain full control and replace the streamer. This vengeful ghost is devious. She lured the good ghost out, then ambushed her to eliminate future threats. So what now? Are we just going to watch the good ghost get killed? While everyone was at a loss, Isabel finally came back online. Her screen returned to normal. She was drenched in sweat, panting heavily. "Jennifer, are you okay?" I realized things were more complicated, and immediately started refining the magic mirror. It couldn't be interrupted. The moment I finished, I rushed over. I was still pinned down tightly by the red blanket, unable to move except for my hands, like I was glued in place. I tearfully explained, "No, I'm not okay. Emily has trapped me. She's the vengeful ghost. Now she's impersonating me and going after Kristen to kill her." "Isabel, what do we do now?" Isabel immediately calculated using her fingers, her face turning grave. "It's too late. The vengeful ghost has just killed the good ghost." Boom! It felt like a bolt of lightning struck my head. I had never felt such despair. Kristen had tried to save me, but was brutally murdered by Emily, the vengeful ghost pretending to be me. The viewers were heartbroken. What? The good ghost is dead? Damn that vengeful ghost. Born of the same ghost clan. Why rush to kill? Poor girl. She was the only good ghost. Isabel's expression was full of regret. Thankfully, she used the blanket to conceal your aura and took your place. If she hadn't swapped lives with you, you would already be dead. Wait, the blanket? Life swap? The only one who swapped blankets with me during the ritual was Emily. So it was Emily who saved me. She was the good ghost? Isabel. Was Emily, the one who swapped blankets with me, really the good ghost? Isabel nodded firmly. Yes. She not only swapped blankets, but swapped lives with you. She pinned you down earlier to protect you. The moment Isabel spoke, the binding on my body vanished, and I could move again. I had really misunderstood Emily. She never intended to kill me. She was trying to save me. After all, she had countless chances to harm me before. No wonder Anna had whispered, "Not Jennifer," when she came to check on me. I had thought I misheard. But from that moment on, in everyone's eyes, I was no longer Jennifer, but Emily. And the Jennifer they saw was the Emily, who had swapped lives with me. That's why Kristen never realized Emily had switched places with me. Suddenly, I recalled Emily's warning. Be careful of Kristen. So Kristen was the vengeful ghost. The viewers were equally stunned. What? So Emily was the good ghost all along, and Kristen is the vengeful ghost. I was so blind I always thought Kristen was the good one. I nearly pushed the streamer right into the lion's den. Who would have guessed the creepiest one was actually the good ghost, while the most normal one was hiding the deepest? Come to think of it, when Kristen didn't enter the room earlier, was it because she feared getting disoriented and revealing her true identity? She's so calculating. This isn't the time for discussion, Jennifer. Kristen has realized something's wrong. You need to run before she returns, Isabel warned sternly. I was about to step down when I saw Anna standing guard below. If Kristen was the vengeful ghost, Anna was her servant ghost. She was standing watch below, ready to report to Kristen at any sign of trouble. I clutched my forehead anxiously. No good. Anna's down there keeping watch. Almost forgot about that tattletale servant ghost. Don't chicken out, streamer. Just kick her down and bolt. Easy for you to say, why don't you fight the ghost yourself? Forget it, streamer. You got this. I'm cheering for you through the screen. I sighed at my unreliable viewers and turned to Isabel for help. A drop of tongue, tip, blood will be enough to handle this. Isabel was already in a taxi, clearly rushing. This also showed how dangerous Kristen was and how urgent my escape was. I nodded, climbed out of bed, and as soon as Anna saw me, she lunged. Where do you think you're going? Just as Anna's sharp nails were about to slash my face, I bit my tongue and spat blood like a pea shooter. Tui, mind your damn business. The moment the blood hit her, her face sizzled like roasting meat, burning off a layer of skin. Screaming in pain, Anna tried to touch her face, but forgot how sharp her claws were, instantly slashing multiple bloody wounds across her cheeks. The intense pain made her shriek even louder. Taking advantage of the chaos, I shoved open the door and bolted downstairs. I had to get out of this haunted place. But as soon as I reached the dorm entrance, Kristen appeared in front of me. Her face was scratched and bruised. Seeing me, her eyes filled with hurt and grievance. Jennifer, I trusted you so much. Why did you betray me? Do you know, I almost got killed by the vengeful ghost. I said nothing, glaring at Kristen. Stop pretending. You're the vengeful ghost. Kristen's pupils shrank but quickly returned to normal. Jennifer, what are you saying? How could I be the vengeful ghost? Emily was the vengeful one. These wounds were all caused by her. As she spoke, Kristen silently circled behind me. Her icy hands coiled around my arm like a venomous snake, trying to drag me back. It's dangerous outside. Come back with me. I won't hold your lies against you. I tried to pull my arm free, but the more I resisted, the tighter she gripped, her smile growing colder. Stop struggling, Jennifer. Let's go back. I was about to bite my tongue to attack her when a clear female voice rang out beside me. Let go of that girl. A girl in Taoist robes, with a high ponytail dashed over it, was Isabel. She swiftly flicked her magic mirror, knocking Kristen's hand off my arm. Seizing the chance, Isabel yanked me behind her for protection. Her hair brushed against my face, carrying a faint citrus scent. It smelled so nice. I clutched Isabel's robe tightly, gasping for air. "Isabel! Thank goodness you're here!" Kristen looked anxious. "Jennifer, come back. Don't let this Taoist fool you. She doesn't want to save you. She just wants your extreme yin body to refine her magic mirror." I didn't believe a word, Kristen said. "Says the one trying to kill me." Kristen stared at us, enunciating each word. "Jennifer, don't you know? Tonight's Extreme Yin Day isn't just for ghost evolution, it's also perfect for refining the magic mirror. Haven't you noticed anything strange about it?" I wasn't sure if it was my imagination or real, but I felt something being pulled from my body, flowing endlessly into the mirror. The closer I got, the dizzier and more suffocated I became. Meanwhile, the mirror's glow grew even brighter, like some ancient summoning. My spine went cold, and I suddenly released Isabel's robe. This mirror really felt like it was trying to devour me. Could it be? Isabel's true goal was to sacrifice me for her magic mirror. After all, she had been offline for quite a while. If she really wanted to save me, why would she disappear for so long? Seeing me slowly distance myself from Isabel, Kristen let out a sigh of relief. "Jennifer, come here." "She's really dangerous." Isabel grew anxious and reached out to grab me. "Jennifer, don't go over there. This is the vengeful ghost trick to gain your trust." Terrified, I kept my distance from both of them. I didn't trust either one completely. I could only trust my own judgment. "Jennifer, we've been together for so long. If I were really the vengeful ghost, wouldn't I have acted long ago? Why wait until today? You've known her for only a few days, but we've known each other much longer. Are you really going to trust someone you barely know instead of me?" Kristen made a convincing argument. In the end, I nodded and walked over to Kristen. "Kristen, I trust you." Seeing me choose her, Kristen smiled. "Jennifer, thank you for trusting me. I won't let you down." The next second, her hand pierced through my chest, leaving a gaping, bloody hole. "So it was you." I looked up in shock, meeting Kristen's cold, sinister eyes. "Fool, you actually believe me? But I should thank you for your stupidity. With your extreme yin body as a sacrifice, I'm about to complete my ghost ascension." "Ha ha ha ha." Kristen threw her head back, laughing maniacally. As she spoke, she pushed her hand deeper, letting my blood gush onto her hand while she greedily absorbed my essence and yang energy. But suddenly, sizzling sounds came from her hand. She screamed and yanked it out. "Ah!" Her hand was charred black, still steaming as she pulled it free. Just as she was about to question me, a sharp pain hit her chest, causing her to stumble. Something was dripping. Kristen looked down and shrieked like a boiling kettle. "Ah, a hole? Why is there a bloody hole in my chest?" Looking at the gaping hole in her chest, I calmly pulled out a talisman I'd hidden in my clothes, yellow fabric with red writing, showing Kristen's birth date. "Because I anticipated your treachery and prepared a disaster-warding talisman in advance. You really thought I'd be so easily fooled." Isabel had taught me this talisman before I came downstairs, warning me that vengeful ghosts can cloud the mind. She guided me remotely to draw the charm in case of emergency, but it required yellow fabric and red writing. Fortunately, my dress was yellow. I tore off a small piece and used my blood to create a simple version of the charm. I never expected it would actually save my life. I pretended to trust Kristen to lower her guard. When I approached, I even signaled Isabel with my eyes. Even if the talisman failed, Isabel would rush over to save me. In the end, Kristen's eagerness to kill exposed her, and she punched a hole into her own chest. She really was ruthless. If she had landed that blow on me, I'd be dead by now. Furious at being tricked, Kristen fully transformed into a ghost hare standing on end, bloodshot eyes bulging, face darkened, claws extended, lunging at me. Isabel quickly activated her magic mirror and blasted it toward Kristen. I dodged, and the mirror struck Kristen's head. Taking advantage of the moment, I spat a mouthful of blood at her, burning her skin on the spot. As Kristen recoiled in pain, Isabel swiftly pulled out another talisman and slapped it onto Kristen's forehead, chanting, "Heaven and earth turn! All things impermanent, freeze!" Kristen was frozen in place, glaring at us with eyes bulging in fury. Isabel stared at Kristen and asked, "Why did you build a ghost-breeding house to kill Jennifer?" I watched, too, eager for answers. Kristen struggled furiously, protesting, "I didn't build the ghost house. I only wanted to absorb her extreme yin blood to complete my ghost ascension." Isabel struck Kristen again with the mirror, making her dizzy and seeing stars. Kristen flushed red, shouting, "Stop hitting me! It wasn't me! I kill people, but I don't build houses." Isabel hit her several more times, trying to extract a confession. With her head swelling, Kristen still insisted it wasn't her. Seeing this, Isabel stopped. Looks like she's telling the truth. Then who did it? Both Isabel and I were puzzled. Who had gone to such lengths to set me up? Who built the ghost-breeding house to ensure my death? Suddenly, I recalled something and whispered to Isabel, "Wait, I think we've overlooked someone." Before I could finish, someone ambushed the immobilized Kristen. Blood sprayed as she collapsed in a pool of it. From behind her emerged a familiar figure, grinning darkly. "Only now you figure it out? Too late." It was Anna, the roommate we'd overlooked all along. There were only 3 roommates, with Kristen being the vengeful ghost and Emily the good ghost, that left Anna the seemingly insignificant servant ghost. Isabel had said the servant ghost served the vengeful ghost, so I never suspected her. But now it was clear. Anna was the true mastermind behind it all. Laughing, Anna began draining Kristen's blood. Kristen deflated like a balloon, shriveling into dry skin, while Anna's power surged. The wounds on her face healed, leaving her flawless and beautiful. She also grew larger and stronger, swelling like a balloon. Staring at me with blood-red eyes, she drooled. "Damn, Kristen. I planned to let you fight each other while I profited. I didn't expect Kristen to nearly ruin my precious vessel." Luckily, the vessel is unharmed. After waiting so long, I finally have my ideal vessel. Vessel? Before I could react, Anna lunged at me, tongue flicking out, claws reaching. "Isabel, help." I clung to Isabel, terrified I'd be skinned alive as Anna's vessel. Isabel handed me a stack of protective talismans, then raised her magic mirror defensively. As Anna roared and charged, Isabel smashed the mirror into Anna's open mouth. Several of Anna's teeth shattered instantly, making her wail in pain. I quickly slapped a talisman on her head to immobilize her. Isabel chanted, raised the mirror, and smashed it down. "Wind rises, clouds surge, evil perishes be vanquished." The strike pulverized Anna into blood mist. I looked at Isabel with stars in my eyes, so cool. If Isabel weren't a woman, I'd marry her right here. As she faded, Anna screeched, "You won't get rid of me, I'll return." Yeah, right. Like you're some cartoon villain. Anna was gone, but the ghost-breeding house remained. filled with deathly energy. Isabel and I exchanged looks, realizing it wasn't over, and searched the entire dorm building. In a corner of the water room, we found Emily's corpse. I begged Isabel to help her pass on. Emily had protected me in life and death. She deserved peace. Isabel agreed, chanting the reincarnation spell to send Emily off. Before leaving, Emily bid me farewell. "Jennifer, I'm glad you're safe. I must go now. Until we meet again." With that, she turned into light and vanished. I knew she had reincarnated. As we dug deeper, we found the principal was involved. His office reeked of Anna's scent and the stench of corpses. Isabel immobilized him with a charm while I opened the source, the bookcase. Instead of books, it was filled with human remains. Under Isabel's mirror and interrogation, the principal confessed he was Anna's puppet, helping her harvest students and build ghost-breeding houses. Suitable bodies were placed into ghost houses to serve as vessels, while the unsuitable were dismembered and turned into vengeful ghosts like Kristen to serve Anna. The principal initially cooperated out of fear but later grew greedy. Each time he refined a ghost, Anna granted him a wish. Through this, he gained immense wealth and power. What started as survival turned into pure greed. The more he wanted, the more souls he harvested. We gathered solid evidence of his crimes and sent him to prison, where he'll rot for life. But we didn't let him off easy. Isabel summoned the souls of murdered students to torment him day and night. He quickly went insane, tearing at himself constantly. First his scalp, then his flesh, then his limbs within days. He mutilated himself to death. Isabel then guided the tormented souls to reincarnation and finally purified the ghost-breeding house. Peace was restored. I moved into a new dorm and became good friends with Isabel. One day, while live streaming with Isabel to show off my new dorm, I suddenly froze. My new roommate was spinning in circles on the floor, mumbling, "Where's my head? Where's my head?"